Today we're having a look at the piece DELYN. It's a traditional Welsh song. If you look at the key signature, you see there's one sharp there, the F sharp, which means we're either playing in G major or E minor. Yeah, considering I don't see any C or D sharps anywhere, it's pretty safe to say we're going to be in G major. The time signature is 4/4, means there's 4 quarter notes per bar. The first and the third beat are heavy, they're more important than the second and the fourth, they're light beats. There's 2 interesting things to look at before we actually start learning the piece. That's about the structure. First of all, you get a lot of motifs that repeat themselves. For example, the first 2 bars go like this. That is then repeated 1 note higher, but the motif stays. Now we go back to the first time it came, that motif, exactly the same again. The last 2 bars are different. Yeah, that's the first half of the piece. Second half of the piece starts with 4 descending crotchets, starting on G. Those 4 crotchets were repeated 3 times, and the last bar is different, but that in itself is a motif as well, which is then repeated in the next few bars. The descending crotchets again, and the motif with a slur. Yeah, so there's a lot of things that repeat themselves over and over. Now the second thing we have to pay attention to is the fact that this piece exploits a lot the same technique. It's a left hand issue, where you go from first finger to the third finger on the next string, and that has to be in tune. Now most of the time it goes via the open string. Yeah, for example, those first 5 notes, have 2 of those string crossings in them. It's a descending third and going up third. Now I suggest you practice this away from the piece. There is a specific exercise linked on this page which deals with just thirds across strings. Yeah, it's worth having a look at that, because practicing technique away from a piece does make it more fun to learn a piece. Yeah. Leave the hard work for the exercises so you can enjoy playing a piece. Yeah, you don't want to struggle while you learn a piece. Piece should cover technique you already know. Now we're going to run through the first 8 bars in this video very, very slowly. I'm going to take 4 bars, repeat them 4 times, and then the next 4 bars, I repeat those 4 times. I'm not including the first 2 bars. If you look at the sheet music, you can see there's a big line with a 2 on top. That means there's 2 bars of rest. The piano will be playing then. Yeah, you come in the 3rd bar. Also, you see the first bar line there immediately after that 2 is a double line, 1 flat line, 1 thin line, and a double dot. That's a start repeat. After 8 bars you see the same thing but in reverse. Means that when you get to that repeat sign you go back to the previous repeat sign. You see a similar thing later on in the last 8 bars. They are also repeated. So remember, those 2 bars of rest are not repeated. Yeah, it's only at the beginning of the piece the piano plays those 2 bars, and then you start and you have no more rests until the end. Yeah, it's only 16 bars. There's a lot of motifs that repeat themselves, so it's very manageable. So yeah, I did say this piece is in 4/4. However, because there's a lot of quavers in there and we want to go slow, I'm going to play this piece today in 8/8. 8 1/8 notes in a bar. And that has to do with the metronome. Yeah, I'm going to put the metronome at 60 beats for a 1/8 note, for a quaver. Yeah, so there's going to be 8 clicks of the metronome in a bar. There's only 4 beats in a bar, but it's 8 clicks of a metronome in a bar, just to help us stay together. Yeah, so here we go. Let's find our first note, A string, A, and first finger is B. Here we go. I'm going to count 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we go. And 5, 6, 7, 8. Therefore, and stop. That's the first 4 bars. We do it again. Find the B, and here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Go back to B, and here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. And one more time, back to the B, and 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we continue, but remember the next 2 bars are exactly the same as the first 2 bars, yeah? So back to B, and 5, 6, 7, 8. And we do it again, back to the B. 5, 6, 7, 8. 7, 8. Last time, back to B. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. And there you go. That's the whole first section of the piece, the first 8 bars. Repeat this a few times until you're comfortable. Yeah. Next video we will have a look in a similar way at the next 8 bars, and I will have a complete run through at the same speed, still with 60 beats per quaver. Good luck, and I'll see you there. Bye.